Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. Adam Ferrara here. Go to the phones. Beth, watching on the Audience Network in Philly, has a question for Adam. What's up, Beth?
Hi. I just want to say, Artie, I'm a big fan.
Thanks.
And love John Howard, and your book was great.
Thank you.
Adam, I was wondering if you're returning to Nurse Jackie and if there's any information you can give us.
Hi, Beth. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yes, I'm shooting season 6 now. It should be on, I think, around April.
It's a great show. She's amazing. What an actress.
God, is she amazing.
Yeah, she really is.
What's it like working with Edie Falco?
Oh, it's you have to up your game, man.
I'm sure.
You really do.
Especially after what she just came through. Like some of those scenes with her and Gandolfini.
Yeah. And it's really like she can break your heart with a look.
Right,
and
yeah,
you just
yeah.
like you got to stay in character.
She's
and just
great.
Do your part. Yeah, and she's from Northport. She's from
She
Long
is.
Island. She's from the next town over.
That
from
makes
me.
sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Beth. Thanks for the call.
Thanks for watching,
Thank
Beth.
you.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted. You know, speaking of TV shows, you know, I was just I did 7 episodes as a recurring character, but you were a regular on one of the greatest sets I've ever been on in my life.
Oh, yeah.
Rescue Me.
Wasn't that fun?
With Dennis Leary. I did 7 of those shows. How many seasons did you do?
I showed up at the end of 3, I
Okay,
think. So
yeah.
And it went 7.
You were like the new chief.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a testament to Dennis. And Peter Tolan, the guy that Dennis created with. That was one of the best sets I've ever been on in my life.
Yeah.
Like, it was so much fun. And you shot a scene, and you didn't even realize you just worked. And you look at the playback, and you go, hey, it looks good. And on TV, the show's great. You're like, wow, I'm part of something that's good.
Yeah,
That was
and
like,
it's the whole family atmosphere.
Yeah,
Dennis
yeah.
was like, I mean, I met him in '98, I think.
Right.
We did a show, The Job, which was cops.
Right,
It was the
another
same kind of family.
great
with
show, but it
Dennis.
ended, yeah.
And that's where he's like the skinny Irish Sinatra. You know,
He really is.
You're in the phone will ring, and come on, we're doing a tour, and
Man.
you know you're going to have a good time.
Yeah,
and
Dennis
you know
is
you're going
great.
to work really hard too.
He was
which
nice
is
enough
fun.
to invite me to 2 of the comedy things. Comics Come Home. I
yeah.
did. You know, you got 6,000 people. And talk about a tough gig. First of all, you know there's guys from Boston.
Sure.
They're the funniest guys on the planet.
Nothing but fastballs.
Yeah, right, exactly. So you do that show. I did it twice. 6,000 people at Boston College's gym.
The Aganis.
Wherever. University
Arena.
of B College.
Yeah.
And it's hard to follow all the guys that are on the show. But Dennis opens up with a 45-minute set.
Yeah.
And then he sings. Dennis Leary with a band does 45 minutes. Then he introduces guys who, you know, it's hard to follow Dennis Leary. Just as a comedian, trust me, it's hard to follow Dennis Leary. And then he introduces 7 or 8 of the funniest guys from Boston who've ever lived. And then, like, when you're an outsider, that's a hard gig, man. Because you're following guys, like, you know, who the whole world doesn't know, but they're just amazing. Like Bobby Kelly, Kenny
Rogerson, yeah.
you know, Don Gavin sometimes will throw in a
Sweeney.
mix. Sweeney. Yeah, and then, you know, so if you're not from up there, it's a great thing to be a part of. And Rescue Me was awesome.
Yeah, I had so much fun on that show. And we did the tour, the Rescue Me tour.
You did the whole thing,
And it was
yeah.
like Dennis would open up 45 minutes, he's singing, and then we would all go up. And,
Right.
And I gained 15 pounds every time on, because all we do is eat.
Yeah.
Because booze is gone, drugs are gone, we all got the girls we want. So
Yeah.
we're having steaks.
There's no more pain.
No, that's it. Oh, there's pain.
Yeah, all right, exactly.
How
A different kind.
We're artists. But we would eat. It's like the scene in Goodfellas going through the kitchen at 1 o'clock in the morning. They bring a steak out, and, and Lenny Clark's banging the plate.
Oh, Lenny's another one, of course. Lenny
Yeah.
Clark is always there. Talk about a tough guy to follow. And you know, and Dennis really is, when you're around him, it's like the old Rat Pack days. He makes it look and seem like, and you know, I love the guy. He's been so good to me. But, you know, I worked 4 episodes with Danny Aiello's kid who died of pancreatic cancer.
The third.
And I did 3 episodes with the guy, and I felt like he was my cousin.
Yeah. Wasn't he nice?
And I know Danny very well. And when I found out his son had died, and the only way I knew him was from 3 episodes, he was the stunt guy, stunt coordinator on Rescue Me. Was working with him for about 6 days.
Yeah.
I felt like a pain in my gut, you know, and that's the kind of set it was.
He was one of these guys, big smile every time you saw him.
You couldn't be depressed around.
Had a big house in Jersey. I went to a barbecue at his house in Jersey. He's in a kimono. Guy comes out. He's got a big smile. He goes, "Come on in."
A guy in a kimono.
A guy. I'm like,
is either the nicest guy on the planet or the biggest a-hole.
Yeah.
So you either have Danny Aiello III,
Yep.
or which is what his name was, or you have Steven Seagal.
Yeah, but
Wait, what's his name, Danny?
Danny, yeah, he was the third.
Danny Aiello the third. I mixed him up with the other kid.
We call him three.
Yeah, Danny Aiello the third. So, right, if you're a kimono, you're either him or you're Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
There's a great story Rob Schneider tells about Steven Seagal. He did 2 movies with him, and he told us on the Stern Show once. He's in a trailer. Seagal calls for him to come meet him in the trailer before they start shooting because he wants to talk to him.
Yeah.
So he waits for 20 minutes while Seagal comes out of another room in the trailer with a kimono on. And he throws down a booklet of papers and he goes to Schneider, he goes, I just read the greatest script ever written. And Schneider said, oh my God, who wrote it? Seagal said, I did. Without a hint of irony.
Would you care for a kimono? Put this on.
Can I get you a kimono?
Read this piece.
Right. There's no gray area with a kimono.
Yeah.
You're either the biggest a-hole of all time or you're the nicest guy ever.
Or you're running a massage parlor. It's one or the other.
Right. That would be the nicest guy.
Years ago, the veterans would come back from war.
Look at the jacket he's wearing.
What do you got?
What is the under-over on price for that jacket, Mike? It's probably the most expensive jacket a Bochetti's ever bought.
I don't like to talk money, Art, but
Mike, if you tell me how much the jacket costs, your kids aren't going to get kidnapped. I
I don't
guarantee
have any
it.
kids you kidnap, but
I'm just saying,
I'm only kidding,
you're not talking money when,
okay, I think it was like 110.
You are gross. I guess you can afford a $110 jacket and Pete can't in the back. You are really disgusting for bringing that up. Shut his mic off. 110?
I think so, yeah.
All right.
Where'd you get it?
I went to XL Mail.
The big and
Oh, okay.
It's another way for saying the big and disgusting guy.
No, I thought someone died in your size.
Thank you.
You're looking through the obituaries for weights and heights.
This guy was anorexic. That'll never work. Hey, they're burying him by my house. He looks big.
A guy from Kenya died running a marathon. That's no good.
That's nothing.
All right.
What is this?
Another quick break. Back with
The opera star bought it. And it's not going to rain tonight. Honey, get the shovel.
Perfect. Wait,
I'm cold.
The opera star standing died. Back after this. Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. Sitting here with Adam Ferrara. And a couple more minutes with Adam. So now you do the show. What's your schedule like with the show?
Nurse Jackie, we should be done around Christmas.
And then you go into
January,
Top
we
Gear?
start Top Gear, yeah.
Wow, that's a fun thing, man.
It's fun.
You're out there, Santa Monica.
Santa Monica here. Jackie shoots here, and Top Gear's all over the place, but a lot of stuff is in L.A.
Right.
And it's great, Artie. I get to do. It's like you're a mad scientist. That we were sitting around trying to figure out what we want to do this season. And I remember. I said, remember Tank Battle, Atari Tank Battle?
Yeah.
So I want to put guns on cars, and there's a British voice that goes, brilliant. And that's when I realized there's no adult in the room. So
fantastic.
I took a '77 El Camino and I put paint guns in the fenders in the back, and I put a turret in the bed, and I crawled out, and me and Reynolds chased each other around, and I jumped a '76 Coupe de Ville about 40 feet in the air.
That's great. You know what you're doing? You're having fun. You're still touring, doing stand-up, which is the one thing we have control over.
Yeah.
And so you're having fun doing that, and you're doing quality shows.
Yeah, I'm having fun.
Yeah, right. You're doing
fortunate.
quality work. Yeah, man. That's a great thing.
Yeah. That's the thing when you can do something. You're like, all right, this isn't a paycheck. I'm enjoying every minute of it.
You're one in life. It's like it. It's like you get to do your now. You have a wife and how many kids?
I don't have any.
No
kids.
kids. Okay.
No, I got a beautiful wife. Best thing I ever did. I'm batting over my head.
Me too, man. I'm getting engaged.
Yeah,
believe me, when I tell people my fiance, a lot of like, what?
You're like me when you walk down the street and you see a beautiful looking woman and you look at the guy he's with and everyone's going, how the hell did that go? That jacket's got to be what, $150? How the hell did he get that beautiful?
John did it right for himself too.
Yeah.
How'd you do, baby? You did good?
I kicked my coverage too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you were a football player though too, but still, it's very.
Now, did you meet her pre-NFL, post-NFL? How long?
No, I was living in Berkeley, playing in Oakland, and it actually worked as it was a detractant that I played football because she felt all football players were meatheads. Right. She went to Cal, and I was from Stanford, and so that's a big
Stanford,
rivalry.
come on.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but she hated everyone from Stanford, and she
Why?
ran
Because that's
track.
a big rivalry.
Yeah, she ran track. Stanford won by 50
you weren't
this weekend,
Capulets
by the
and
way.
Montagues, all right? It wasn't.
Yeah, I know. No, but she blew me off for 6 months, a solid 6 months, because of the football.
That's the way to do it. You gotta be tenacious. You gotta.
And then what
I
happened?
did. I had to pursue her. I had to try to coerce her. I would say, like, hey, do you want me to time you for your workout at the track? You know, I'll bring a stopwatch. stuff
That's
like
your
that.
line?
So what happened,
Yeah.
Adam, is basically
Good word.
What happened is the restraining order ran out. It sounds like.
great.
Yeah.
Well,
6 months are up.
we gotta go. But Adam Ferrara, how do we follow you on Twitter?
At Adam Ferrara.
At
Check
Adam
me out on my
Ferrara.
Facebook. Always good to see you, pal.
Yeah, Adam, you're the best. Top Gear US and of course Nurse Jackie. Look for it again and come back anytime when you're in
I'd
town.
love to, my
Please
friend.
do. Yeah.
Cool.
Adam Ferrara, back after this.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.